Hey, I'd like to take a moment to explain why I built Pose Library and how I use it. I'll start by saying that drawing from a model in person is still my favorite way to practice figure drawing. But because of my schedule, my family, and the cost, it's not realistic for me to attend more than one session every week or two. When I was practicing just once every few weeks, it was very easy for me to fall out of the habit. I wasn't improving very much, and mostly because I wasn't drawing consistently. Pose Library exists so I can keep practicing in between those live drawing sessions. It's not meant to replace live drawing. It's not meant to teach. It's just a place that I can visit when I need some inspiration or when I want to do a quick warm-up or even a longer study. I just start my pose timer and draw along. So I like to use the website on my tablet, but the functionality is the same on desktop or mobile. Now you don't need an account to use the site. You can just go to poselibrary.com and start the pose timer. So what this is going to do, it's going to give you a drawing session that has 6 30-second poses, 5 1-minute poses, 2 5-minute poses, and 1 5-minute pose. Now if you want to customize the number of poses and duration, you will have to sign in or create an account if you don't have one. And we get this customized session option. And what this does, it gives us the ability to decide the number of poses and the duration. I'm gonna hit reset. Let's say I want to sit down and draw for a few minutes. I can say I want 5 30-second poses, 5 2-minute poses, and 10 3-minute and 30-second poses. So down here, you'll get the total duration of the session and how many poses we're going to cycle through. And then we just go to start custom pose timer. So this is going to take us to our player and it gives us a little countdown. And here we're on our first pose of 20 and these are 30-second poses. So we have a nice little 30-second countdown here. If we don't like this pose, we can skip it. Or we can go back. If we need more time, we can pause, play. So when the time runs out, the player automatically goes to the next pose, so you don't have to think about manually switching poses. You're just observing and drawing. It's pretty straightforward. When the session ends, or if you want to end it early, you get this little stat sheet. It tells you how long you were drawing for, how many poses you drew this session, and then the total number of poses that you've drawn under this account. And you can draw again or return. If you draw again, it's gonna give us the same model, but it's gonna give us a new set of images. So you can draw as many times as you want throughout the day. Again, it'll be the same model each day, but the poses will change. Now, every day at midnight, the model changes, and that's at midnight local time for me, which is I'm in Los Angeles, but if you live somewhere else, you can always come into the settings and change the time zone. So you can change it to your local time. That way the model will update at midnight your local time. And you'll notice that the rest of the website is very simple, and that's by design. This thing has one purpose, and that is to provide reference for our figure drawing practice. So there's a couple things down here in the footer. You'll find some resources if you want to contact us. There's some good stuff in here, so I would definitely take a look. But again, that's not the focus of this website. The website is to get us to our practice. A big reason I built this site is because I kept turning my drawing practice into browsing sessions. So I would spend more time searching for the perfect images instead of drawing. And when I did draw, I noticed that I kept choosing some like the safest poses. So for me, it was a lot of like front facing standing poses, and I was avoiding anything that was challenging. So whenever I was in a live drawing session and a model was turning away from me or sitting down, I didn't know what to do because I wasn't practicing those poses here at home. Pose Library helps remove some of those distractions. It's meant to feel like a in-person drawing session. The model comes in, they do their poses, and you sit there and draw along. There's no scrolling, no hunting. You just, turn on your device and start the timer and start drawing. It's pretty easy. There are a number of additional features that I would love to add over time. I've had some requests from people that have tested the site. They said it would be nice to be able to choose the model. Some requested anatomy focused galleries, so images that are focused on like the hands, the arms, legs, torso, different parts of the body. I've also received a suggestion for portrait galleries. That way we can do face studies, which is nice. I had a sculptor friend say that it would be nice to have 360-degree turns. That way they can use it for their sculpting. Now these features are not available yet, but as the project continues to grow, I plan to keep expanding the library and improving the tool. I mentioned that the website is brand new, but these photos are actually from like 2 or 3 years ago. At the time, we just wanted to build a small gallery so that we can stress test the website and make sure that the functionality was working properly. But at the time I had to, step away from this project for a little bit to focus on my professional work. But now my current project is ending soon, so I'll be able to roll off that and then take a little bit of time off so that I can focus on developing this project. So if you have any ideas, any bug fixes, or just general feedback, please feel free to reach out and let me know. You can drop those suggestions in the comments or just email me. I would love to hear what you guys think about the tool and your experience. If you're already using Pose Library and you've created an account, thank you. It's so cool to see that people are using this tool to help them improve their figure drawing skills. Every time that an artist starts a new session, it reminds me that it's worth pushing forward with this project. If Pose Library helps you draw a little more often, then it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy your next drawing session.